I mean, in the first Captain America, it's pretty clear Nazis are bad. We can all agree with that. Captain America 2, it's, S.H.I.E.L.D. is being run by Hydra. No conflict there. The Avengers movies, aliens are no good. We want to fight them. It's always pretty cut and dry for him to know which side of the coin to fall on, and that's why this is tricky. This conflict is a little more akin to day-to-day struggle that we all go through, where there's no right and there's no wrong. There's a point of view, and I think it's hard for him to understand what the right thing to do is and what his role is.
That's why I'm here. When I realized what my weapons were capable of in the wrong hands, I shut it down, stopped manufacturing.
Tony, you chose to do that. If we sign this, we surrender our right to choose.
I think people are really going to be pleasantly surprised and intrigued by the journey of the choices that Cap makes and the fact that you kind of stay with him. It's familiar and easy to kind of go on the Tony serendipitous hero side. We're always going to mess a bunch of things up, but his heart's in the right place. And you kind of wonder, like, where is Cap's heart right now?
If we don't do this now, it's going to be done to us later.
Clearly, the fact that we are in conflict is a nice twist on the genre. And also, I think the places that these characters go and what they learn and how they develop from this conflict, are they going to come out of it? What relationships come through that and are intact?
I cannot imagine anybody but Chris playing this role. It's a very difficult role to play because on one hand, you have this character has this very strong moral compass and is very righteous. You try to think, where's the conflict in that? Conflict is what makes characters interesting. But I think that, Chris has added this, I don't know, he's almost grounded this character in something very human.
I mean, I love Chris. He's awesome. I mean, he's an incredibly generous actor. He's game to try something. He's game. He'll go there with you. Like he'll want to find a cool moment in the scene. He's open to ideas. I mean, it's good in these movies you want to feel like, in my opinion, that you're on a team, that you're working together towards making a cool project, so to speak. And you definitely feel that with Chris.
Buck, do you remember me?
Chris comes to set and he knows exactly what the scene should be and how he wants it to play. And it's helpful now that he's directing in his own career for him to leak that a little bit into his Captain America role, because it really puts him in a position where you can go to him with questions, you can go to him with ideas, you can really just sit back and watch him work as an actor and watch him develop a character.
I could do this all day.
So much of the Civil War story is told from Captain America's point of view. We've brought in Tony Stark to showcase that other side of that argument, and it's really the two of them and the people that team up with them. But at the same time, we thought it would be fun to introduce a third side, to introduce a character that audiences have wanted us to introduce for many, many years, and who comes in and is really not agreeing with either side in particular and can represent sort of fresh eyes to see Tony's side of the argument, to see Cap's side of the argument, and frankly, to not necessarily care about either side of those arguments because he has his own agenda, and that's T'Challa, the Black Panther. And we've cast an actor named Chadwick Boseman, who's unbelievable.
It's a character that I looked at and said, let me find as much material as I could possibly find. And when you go through, like, there are various writers, and you see just the possibilities that are there along with what they provided, that he has this quality of being very strategic. You never know quite what he's going to do next, so he's always a step ahead of everyone. So there's a certain mystery about the character.
Captain America.
Mr. Lang?
It's an honor. I'm shaking your hand too long. Wow, this is awesome. Captain America. I know you too. You're great.
Yeah, it's been a real trippy experience so far. When I showed up here for the first time and was doing a scene with Captain America and, Falcon and all that, it's like, whoa, this is, I turned into a bit of a 10-year-old. It was pretty strange and really cool. And kind of the first time I thought, man, I really am part of it. And it's exciting.
We're outside the law on this one. So if you come with us, you're a wanted man.
Yeah, well, what else is new?
They're extremely relatable as human beings in the movie, and I think that that's what people are going to gravitate towards. And it's sort of a Sophie's Choice ending. It's very complicated and hard to decide who's right and who's wrong. It's surprising and it's scary, and I think people will like that about the film, is that it moves to a place that I just don't think you can predict it when you sit down to watch the film where it's going to go.
Hey, thanks for checking out that video on our EPN channel. It's just one small part of the things that we make around here. So if you liked it, don't forget to check out some of our other vids and hit that subscribe button.